Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We are about to hand in a quest, although when I say we're about to hand in a quest, is actually started a new quest, taking French leave. We have to announce to the guard in front of Ruthard's palace and bring a message for the Lord of the Manor. When Sir Kunslin receives me, I'll tell him about Vavik's fraud and give him the book that confirms everything. Then, he'll certainly help me liberate Sir Hans from the Malachal fortress, as he promised. Now, the way it's written, it doesn't necessarily look that bad. However, there are a couple of words in here that are interesting. The first one is certainly. If that wasn't here, then you wouldn't have so much worry. Because what do you mean they'll certainly help us? That doesn't sound like a guarantee. That sounds like a wish. And then, as he promised. That's like, kind of sounds like he's not going to do that. I suppose we could just not give him the book about Vavik's fraud, but... Interesting. Well, let's head over there and see what's happening. Also, the fact we're not allowed inside is definitely intriguing. Or at least we have to talk to the guard to be allowed inside is intriguing. Hello.
I expect you have some reason for being here.
I do. You know what? That's a fair point. I can see why you asked whether I had some reason for being here. We do look a little bit covered in blood. Yes, I can see why you might have questioned that. Right. Back over here. Let's have a little chat to the guard again. Let's try that again.
If I may be so bold, what brings you to the Ruthard Palace?
You see? That's a lot better.
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
I'm Henry. I've got pressing news for Lord Ruthard. Take me to him. He's expecting me.
Ah, Henry. Yes. Sir Kunslin mentioned you. I'll let you in. Shimek will take you to the Lord. I hope you'll find the time to listen to what you have for him. You're not the first to come to him today, see?
Oh? The guard will take you to an audience with the Lord of the Manor, Ruthard.
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There's no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
We'll continue listening.
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholden to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up, forgive me, friends, like you and Peter of Pisek.
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants. To divide us. To paralyze us with fear.
Divide et impera. God knows, that ginger fox is a master of dividing and conquering.
You are absolutely correct, my lady. Especially when everyone can see your problems. I've heard that Mint Master Vavak is still putting pressure on you.
The devil take that bastard! He had the gall to blackmail me in my own home.
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our Mint Master. I've heard about his crimes against the Crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
Before we get into this, he mentioned Peter Pisek, and I said previously I wasn't entirely sure who that was. That, I believe, someone said in the comments, is the Lord of Sukdal, the place that we first got to when we entered this region. So, in case you're wondering who that person was, also brother of the person who we were working for in the last 2 episodes. So, I have your ring. I helped out at Raborsh recently. We're pleased to meet you. Huh. I guess I was at Raborsh. I have your ring.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be. Although not on account of that ring.
Sir Kunslin,
Shimek? What's going on?
Min Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
Let's hear Kunslin out.
So be it. This matter must be brought to an end. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth 12 armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly! And then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room. Take your precious crossbow. And if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavak's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, the king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words, sir. Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mintmaster what is being said about him.
Okay. Well, you're secretly operating your own mint.
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett, sir, to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. What do you suppose Sigismund might do if... when he finds out his own mint master is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Ha! Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mint Master again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
It is. I have to decide which one I'm going for here. Question of PSEC? Probably not. Proof right here, or I've seen your ledgers. I've seen your ledgers.
I know about your account ledgers and the ones from Buresh. The real ones. That prove how you carried out this fraud.
You've made up those books. Or do you actually have them on you?
Of course not. Do you think we're completely stupid? We've got copies here. The original books are safely stashed away out of your reach.
Exactly. And if anything happens to us, they'll see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about Hermes Trismegistos silver skimming business.
So, do you want to chance your luck, or come to an agreement?
Captain,
Sir,
this matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it! Do what I say! Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mint Master the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner's far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mint Master? Wait! We got off on the wrong foot!
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunzlin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right. So don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunzlin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, You can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did. And I'll keep that promise.
Oh.
There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. Until Rosa discovered it in the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunzlin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
Okay. Well, they probably won't even notice me.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks, and if I come across anyone, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
In what ways?
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Burgov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and von Burgov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realized. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there.
Okay. I'm assuming that's when we could have said something like, "Ah, yeah, by the way, we've got the deal and we..." That person has a name. We could have said, "Oh, we've got a deal," and then with the deal we could have given him access to everything.
Let's see
But
what you've been cooking
we
up,
didn't
Vavak.
go down that option, so
Leave a stone unturned.
that's okay. Set up here.
I've got a feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
I am, although what I'm going to do first is I noticed something on my compass. Okay, so that's tournament. Those three plus the guy who said, "I'll contact you, you don't contact me." Oh, there's a thing in Balani. Yeah, there is a new quest. Oh, okay. So a new quest in Balani. Hello.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars, but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
Okay.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A window. A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. Go there. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, You'll find another one, and again, follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
Okay, a clever solution.
That's a really cunning solution. No random fool would ever find it.
That was exactly my intention when I thought it up. Thanks, Henry. I think you're no fool, so you shouldn't have any trouble. And that's not all. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses.
Okay, there must be a catch.
Where's the catch?
No catch. On the contrary, please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it, but alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time.
This is a little, it's going too well. They're too, like, willing to help. Let's say I was happy to help your family, which seems like the more appropriate thing to say here.
I'm glad I could help you and your father.
The pleasure is ours, but tell me, would you do it if you didn't need our help in return?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we'd ever have met under different circumstances, but one way or another I'd have helped. You have my word on it.
I hope your word carries some weight. At any rate, I also require some help. In a particular matter, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is it?
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa. You are full of surprises. So if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the way it goes with books.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to me, you'll have to find it first.
Okay, I'll bring the book, fear not.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly, then come back.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Okay. Let's get a book. Well, luckily she gave us maps. Otherwise this would be very difficult. Okay. Okay, someone needs to talk to Rosa about a map. And I get it. It's simple, but not really very detailed. Alright. I don't need the maps. I'll wing it. Also, I'm kind of surprised that he says we need horses. Because, like, surely we could just leave the way we came in. Anyway. Actually, before we do that, can I go speak to Rosa again? Excuse me? Okay. That's fine. And now we'll go down here.
Just a journeyman, so you'll also
And
get a better
can I
price.
speak to you?
Thanks. I'll give him a try.
How did you become a knight?
How did you become a knight?
I paid for it. When Malashov was vacated, I bought that fortress. Well, first I negotiated with King Charles for permission. Then it was entered into the land register as my property, and my house became the Knights of Malashov. There were still some legal requirements surrounding it, but I won't bore you with those. But personally, I'm pleased that in the history of our house, it was me who managed to elevate it to the nobility.
Okay, you can just buy a title?
You can simply buy a title? Just like that?
Definitely not just like that. But in a certain manner of speaking, you can, yes. It's not at all such an unusual practice among rich burghers nowadays. In Prague, for example, there used to be the Rokitsan burgher family, and they bought Okorsh. That's a castle 3 times bigger than Malashov. It may also happen that some commoner lends the king a lot of money, and the king doesn't have the coin to pay back the debt. So he resolves it by pledging one of his castles. Nevertheless, the old nobility, such as Vavak von Hradec, don't like it, and they despise us for it. They see us as upstarts without a proper ancient origin. But I think in a few generations, if I ever marry Rosa off, that is, it won't make any difference anymore. We'll be established among the nobility, and all these injustices will be a thing of the past. I pray that my house will endure, and that my descendants will live to see it.
Well, enjoy your well-deserved spurs. May your house endure and prosper.
Okay, what's the political situation in the city?
What's the political situation in the city? I mean the politics of support for our side.
All in all, miserable. Bailiff Plymel is also on Sigismund's side, as is his son, who's so corrupt even Vava could envy him. And I tested the waters among the councillors, but it doesn't look good for us at the moment.
Who sits on the council?
Who sits on the city council?
Wenceslas Forsuker, Jerome Naz, Franz Rosenthal, and Andrew Polner. They're from the old and rich burgher families, just like us. Martin tried to negotiate some support from them, but as you may have heard, we didn't manage to win anyone over. They either have their interests connected with Sigismund, like Naz and the others, or they just don't want to commit themselves, so they don't lose their property and status. That's the only thing you can count on them for.
What about the others?
But they don't sit alone on the council. What about the others?
They don't. Then there are the representatives of the guilds, but to be honest, they don't have that much power, at least not for now. Compared to the old houses, the guild masters only quite recently acquired their positions on the council, so they probably won't risk losing them. But you're right that we might find support among them, especially by promising more council seats. The thing is, we're not yet in a position to fulfill such a promise, and they're well aware of that.
But we have Vavak in our pocket, right?
And what about Vavak? He sits on the council, and we've got him in our pocket, right?
He does, along with other representatives of the Italian court, and they'll do what he tells them. Except maybe Friedrich Kummel, but that doesn't matter. Vavak is a slimy bastard who'll sink us as soon as he gets the chance. So I'd like to count on him only when absolutely necessary, because as soon as he learns something he could exchange for a pardon from Sigismund for the crimes you've uncovered, he'll use it to untie his hands.
Thank you for filling me in on the local situation.
Well, there wasn't much positive in it. But you're welcome.
Won't the church help us?
And what about the church? Couldn't it be turned around? You can see Sedlet's monastery from the city. The abbot must have some influence, doesn't he?
He does. And his relationship with the city is not the best. First of all, the abbot is burning through his property. The monastery is having financial difficulties, and all it can do is sell off its village properties. And who do you think is buying them up? The Kuttenberg burghers, first and foremost. Then there's a long-standing dispute over the manning of some churches, which goes back as far as I can remember.
Well, then how about promising the abbot support and getting him on our side? Promises cost nothing, right?
Ha ha! I see you're no newcomer to politics. But we hesitated with the abbot, and he decided to throw in his lot with Sigismund. In fact, he's given him accommodation, and is wining and dining him.
I agree.
You're right, Sir Quinlan. It's a pity.
It is. I even wanted to donate them part of my library collection, which they've envied for years, but they can forget about that now.
Regarding Vivek.
I'm glad we took care of Vavat without resorting to weapons. They outnumbered us, and they had heavy armor. I'm not really sure we could have held out against them.
If the worst came to the worst, we'd have had to try. We couldn't have backed out. There was too much at stake. But otherwise, I agree with you. We saved the lives of my soldiers, and maybe even our own. Thank goodness for that. After all, I've already fought my hardest battle, and don't need any more like that.
What was your hardest battle?
If I may be so bold, can I ask what the hardest battle you mentioned was?
Not long ago, when Sigismund's army besieged Kuttenberg. Back then, I saw things differently than I do today. I'd been advocating parleying instead of armed resistance. I feared, and rightly so, that Sigismund would use it as an excuse to seize property. But I was in the minority, and even my son Venser was convinced of the opposite. We quarreled a lot over that. In the end, he told me that even though I had acquired noble status, my days of glory had faded. He wanted to prove the Knights of Malashov didn't wear spurs just for show, and that we'd earned the armored arm in our crest. When an opportunity arose to strike against the enemy, he rode out, despite me forbidding it. Or maybe because of it.
Well, given that Rosa is his heir, I'm guessing things didn't go well.
What happened next?
More importantly, what happened before? Some French knight appeared from God knows where. He said he was a renowned military leader and a personal friend of King Wenceslas, and that it was his sacred duty to defend the city. I no longer know why or how, but he was appointed commander of the city's defense. One of the first things he did was attack the huge trebuchets that were ruining our fortifications. It seems they were poorly defended, and when the Frenchman was putting together a cavalry unit to counterattack, my Venser joined. Only it was a trap, the oldest and most primitive trick, and our renowned French knight let himself get taken in. Of course, Sigismund, or whoever was in command, didn't leave his precious trebuchets unprotected. He had his own cavalry in reserve. When I learned where Venser had gone, I gathered my men and went to his aid. But when we arrived, it was all over. And there was nothing left for us to do but to collect the bodies of the fallen. Venser among them. So, you heard it. My hardest battle was the one in which I didn't even raise my weapon. But I won't make the same mistake a second time. It won't bring Venser back to me. But I'll defend what he tried to defend to my last breath. Our estates, our honor, and above all, our Rosa. God be with you.
All right then. I mean, it gave me the option to say I won't reopen his wounds, but at the same time, like, he seemed quite content to, you know, tell us the story. He seemed quite willing to, you know, let us know what was going on. He didn't seem like he was breaking up, you know, down or anything.
What you said to the Mint, but he left here looking like he'd met the Grim Reaper. May God be with you, Henry.
Ah, that's nice. Also, apparently we've got the Lawbreaker perk for whistling. I didn't know that whistling was against the law, but there you go. Let's see. So is it still Balani is the only place we need to go? Yes, it is. Well, let's go there. When are we going to get there? Late in the night. Oh no, there's nowhere to sleep in Balani, is there? Oh no. Scene of an ambush. There's a horse and a rider lying on the road. An armed man is bending over them. Let's ride up to them.
That's mine. Find your own.
Let's just take it easy. I'm not looking for any trouble.
A good thing.
Alright, let's fight.
And it's done.
Well done.
I'll find you, you horseman.
It was this person right here. We just killed him. We already killed the guy, man. I mean, well done.
What's that you got?
Grab that. And that. What are you barking at? You're barking at the horse. Yeah, it's a horse, Matt.
Go.
Sorry, there's not a lot we can do about it. Right. Balani. Although, what we could do is we could go down here first, because I think we can rest here, right? Yeah, I think we have a bed that we can go to. Let's do that first. We'll head up from here. Hopefully it's slightly quicker than Gutenberg. Anyway. And in. Oh, close enough.
Whoa.
Right. Looking for somewhere we could sleep here. Apparently this person's an inactive private area. Never mind. I was going to say, apparently he's a skill trainer we haven't spoken to yet, I think.
The other day, I was standing in the yard.
Is this not somewhere I can rest? Oh yeah, there we go. My bed. It's up here. Wonderful. Let's head over here. And where's my bed? Oh, there's my bed. Right. Sleep and save. And we'll wait until 8 o'clock tomorrow. Have a little something to eat, go to Balani, and then yeah, we'll see what's going on here. What new quest is available to us. Right. Set us up. And now we're going to eat. What's going off? Bread. Although I should eat the honey first, because it gives me 31. Nice. And then a pancake. Wonderful. There we go. Hey, Matt.
Here, Matt.
Got you some trout. And...
You silly mutt.
Wonderful. Right, back over here. Grab our horse. Still don't know if I need to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. And then we're going up here. But I don't know whether it would put us on our horse automatically if I fast travel. I assume it would, but there is a chance it wouldn't. You know, there's a chance it would just travel you there in whatever manner you had left off in. Alright. The baker has something for us?
Welcome here, good sir.
Hello.
Greetings. You've got blood all over you.
I'm looking for work.
Do you need help with anything? I'm looking for work.
I don't. But if you're not afraid of hard labour, try asking at the mill. The miller always needs help. Anyway, old Marchal's got other things to grind besides flour at the moment.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Rumour has it some strumpet's shacked up with him, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since.
Keeping his nose to a different grindstone, then?
You could say that. As they say, if you want to see an old man act the fool, give him a young woman.
How do I get to the mill?
Head southwest till you reach the river. Then follow it upstream. It's a huge mill in the middle of nowhere. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
I've also been there, which would probably be the easiest way for us to find where we're going. Sadly, I guess I don't have my horse here. There we go. Well, that's us finished in Balani. There's where we need to go. Yeah. Okay. I wonder why it unlocked now. I know we've been to this mill for a quest. But, I don't know. Well, maybe it unlocked after the Zedena part of that quest. As in, after that quest, because we have seen... I don't know. Maybe it's... Yeah, it must be. Maybe it was unlocked after the Catherine quest, and I never noticed it. Yeah. Yeah, it must be. Must be unlocked after that. That just makes more sense. Possibly. But I think why would it unlock now? There doesn't seem to be a great reason for it to unlock now, unless this strumpet's somebody that we know. I can't think of who that would be related to the quest that we just finished. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyway. I think this is the mill over here. Might be wrong. Yeah, is this the mill? Or am I incorrect? Ah, slightly incorrect. It's on the wrong road. Go directly south. And I think I can see the water, which would mean that the mill is just over here. Managed to slow down our horse enough that I didn't take serious damage from jumping off the cliff. More importantly, Pebbles didn't take extreme damage. Oh, I can hear them going at it at the mill. Okay.
Open the door, please.
What are you doing in there?
Thank God, you've got to help me.
Oh,
the
okay.
Miller's gone completely mad. He locked me in. Open the door.
Okay.
Oh my God, thank you. That lunatic said he was fetching an axe. You have to help me.
Who are you?
Wait, slow down. Who are you?
Can't you see? I'm from the mill. I'm the miller's wife. The miller, that old beast. He's always been nasty to me, but now he started beating me too. So I said I was leaving him. I told him anywhere would be better than here.
And he locked you up?
He said the only place I'd be going would be 6 feet under.
Oh, that's terrible.
Damn, that's terrible.
Please, talk to him. He'll listen to a proper man. I'm too scared of him.
Okay, where is he?
All right, I will. Where can I find him?
There's a shed behind the mill with wood in it. He must have gone there to get the axe.
Stay here. I'll go and look for him.
Thank you. And be careful.
I don't know if we're being manipulated. The feeling we might be being manipulated, although it's only an activity, so maybe not. Maybe not. Activities tend to be shorter. Oh, I'm trapped. Here we go. Miller? You in here?
There's no one here. I hope I didn't miss him. I'll have to get back.
Okay.
Hey! What? I reckon you're just who we're looking for. What are you doing here?
I've come for the locked up girl.
I've come for the girl who's been locked up here. But now I see she's scarpered.
What do you know about this?
Well, I hear the miller wanted to kill her.
She said the miller here was beating her and wanted to kill her.
You what?
She was beside herself with fear. If I hadn't helped her, she'd have lost her mind by now.
You idiot. That bitch was stealing from me. I locked her in there while I fetched the guard. Not so I could kill her.
Well, that was easier than I expected. The wicked girl got away, and the young man here helped her to escape. So, either you pay for what she stole, or I'll personally clap you in the stocks.
We can work this out.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Do you mean to say that helping someone, out of ignorance, granted, but in good faith, is worthy of punishment?
Well, I suppose...
Good faith or not, it's your fault.
Well, perhaps one day, when you yourself are in trouble, you'll need someone like me to come along and help you.
I don't give a shit. She took all my money.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me that little prick's talked you round.
She used him, just as she used you.
So she's going to get away with it, all because she knows how to twist fellas around her finger.
Don't worry. I'll catch her. I know what she looks like. I'll ask around the village. Maybe someone's seen her. She can't have got far. The laddie is right. He only wanted to help. I can't arrest him for that.
And what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Stay here in case she shows up again.
Curva.
As for you, you may have got off this time, but in future, think with your head and not your balls when you next see a pretty woman. Farewell. God be with you, my friend.
All right. Well, that was an activity that we've done. All right, let's head over here. Find our way into Malashov. Oh dear. Well, maybe that'll come back later. Yeah, so that must just have been available because... Also, I was wondering whether these are the ruins that she mentioned. Because the ruins, like, kind of sounded like it was a big, important area. It kind of looked big and important, but had nothing in it. I think it could be that. Anyway. Distracted. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that was only unlocked because Catherine's quest was done and therefore the mill had no other purpose. So therefore the activity could unlock. I think that was what was happening there. Where are we going? Going all the way down here to an area we haven't been to. We have been to Malashov though. Yeah, and it was locked, wasn't it? Huh. Do we have the full description, by the way, in here? No. Lovely. So I just have to remember what we had to do. That's good. Well, hopefully the quest will have markers for it. But I did notice that we had the conversation option back at Rosa to ask her about it again. I'm like, oh no. That's a if you've forgotten, ask her again type of question. Okay. Through the woods. We're heading further south. I was going to say southeast or southwest, but it's literally just south, and that's why I just stopped. Oh, apparently I haven't been here before. I thought I had, though. Alright, well. Here now. Now, where did I think I'd been before? Oh, no. Maybe it was to this place. Oh, you know what? We might have found this place on the bit where we went down here and then came back up. That might be it. Hello. What's new around here?
What's new here at Malashov?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
Okay. Wash horse?
I'd like my horse bathed and its tap cleaned, please.
I will get right to it, but it will take a while. Coin up front.
Okay.
I'll pay. Here are your groschen.
Thank you very much. Now then, where is this beauty of yours?
The stableman is taking proper care of your horse.
All finished. Those hooves gave me a hard time.
Wonderful. Hey. You? The Rutard sent me.
The Rutard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Rutard was the Lord of Malashov are over. I don't want to have anything more to do with him. So you can be on your way.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still paying for masses for your family. As the two of you agreed.
Sakura. Nobody knows about that but him.
That's why he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come from them, and this isn't a trick.
Well, that changes things. Sorry for being a bit hostile-like. The times are tough. A man can't be sure of anything. Good to hear that Sir Quinlan still has a few friends left. Give him my greetings. and thank him for still honoring our agreement.
Sure. I'll pass that on to him.
So, tell me, what did the Ruthard send you for?
Get horses ready for me. We're not going to say about the secret passage.
I'm planning a certain enterprise. Something that the new lord of the castle certainly won't be happy about.
An enterprise, you say? I reckon it's best not to ask what that might be, eh?
That would be wise. And I need you to get fresh, fast horses ready for me.
That's quite a lot you're asking of me. A fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. But fine, since you're from Sir Quinslin, I'll have it ready for you. Somewhere a bit further from here so I don't get in the shit if things go sideways.
Of course. The last thing I want is to endanger you unnecessarily. And the Ruthards promise to pay for the horse if it comes to any harm.
All right. So look, here next to the stud farm, there's a kind of band of rocks below the forest. When you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find a wooded copse not far from the castle. There's a well-trodden patch of ground there, so that's where I'll have that horse ready for you. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just leave him there. Recently, there's been wolves and wild dogs sniffing around here, so we have to watch out for the animals.
Thanks. I'm obliged to you.
You ought to be. I wish you the best of luck. I reckon you'll need it.
Okay. I'll end the dialogue there. And go under this little bit of cover. And I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we are going to go and sneak into Malashov. And then, hopefully, we're going to rescue, well, Hans. But we'll need to see that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.